Yamaru is ready to go up here, up into break room, straight up. So Iconic falls down to Lobin elsewhere in the map. But really you're looking at J9O to be the one here that gives him that hatch control, but it's simply not going to happen. Wow, Maya, Dots, Lobin lining up and deleting the members of Astralis. Surely you want to try and fight back for the ground that has already got things opened up. But Lobin, death from above. Down goes J9O, 4 still standing for loss 1. I think we all know exactly which way this first round is going, Tim, even if it has been a bit of a slower one. And here he comes now, going to find himself head first dunked into one of these barrels as the members of Lost One begin to surround him, circling their prey like a pack of vultures. He's not long for this world, and Lobin gets an easy closeout.
He is far too close to be risking picking him up. He knows that the man is downed in there, will find that kill, and Shuttle just dipping away at the wrong time there. Sees the man, but it's Spiff who's going to get the kill. Iconic as well, and this is a much better round from Astralis. They've got the top floor control. There's nobody up there to challenge them. Maya and Dots are both back on site, so they can really just try and find what's going on. A nade comes in, there is a down, but it's really not going to matter as Iconic, he's going to be able to stick the plant if he chooses to. He's come off it for the time being because of the challenges from Maya, but that's the answer. Just don't worry about the diffuser, you don't always have to.
Surely Dash at this point is aware of what's going on. Another one straight onto that window to give him the information that he might need, but there's Astralis on the march forward, and they find 2, almost a third, but Dash a little more responsive. Now angling himself out here as there is a push coming in towards the left, sees one on the right as well, finds his head. J9O decapitated by Dash.
I love that from the Azami, just a brilliant example of that gameplay. Forest though, he does not need much of an opportunity, seeing just a pixel of Rise, and he's going to have to find 2 kills.
He's got to try and find the one man in here. It's the back of Vault. Now he knows, and he's expecting the swing to come out. Why wouldn't you? Gets the right read that someone is coming from behind, using this keeper barricade, but can't quite use it. Forest on point with his shots that round.
This is a real back and forth on that breach.
Really good read by Dotso as well to get back in behind that shield and tuck himself in, and he's the one going hunting here. Finds Forest, calls the trees. 5v4 for loss 1.
That's really well played from Dots there, coming away with that kill. J9O, absolutely beautiful prediction of the location of Dash there. Astralis have made a lot of good progress towards site at the minute. If they can win this fight, which they do, but Rise is there for the trade. Perfectly done, lost 1.
J9O with the right sort of idea that there is someone sat inside of this room. He's trying to bait out the swing. The swing comes in. Rise is the one to get the kill, and Iconic has got it all to do against 3 with 45 seconds on the clock.
Rise has hit his shots well in the first 2 times we've seen him engage.
You rat!
Iconic.
You rat!
Certainly trying his damage, and Rise is able to close that one out.
They don't know where most of these players are. Again, it's like trying to chase smoke. You simply can't chase it down. And here comes one on the step out, but immediately there's an answer. Spiff there onto Rise, dash down to about half HP as well.
Getting the diffuser down actually here, not messing about. Spiff on the cover, manages to get one onto Maya. Lobin is there for the trade, but the damage is done. The diffuser is down. Iconic, J9O, they managed to get 2, leaving us now in a 4 versus 1. Lobin, he is really on the back foot here. Beautiful shot on the window. Can he get himself a second? No! Shut down as he comes through the door. So Forest is possibly one to watch as he just sneaks his way in. But the barbed wire could be his undoing. He moves up very quietly through around the keeper barricade. This is fantastic work. Sorry, Forest.
You muppet.
I really didn't think that they had any idea he was approaching, but obviously they were sat watching the angle, so it just didn't matter.
I love that.
And Forest gets cut down. That is the true caster curse there. J9O doing some good work. Maya's actually going to be downed in that back and forth. Unlikely to be picked up, I think. Dash just managed to find one. Iconic and J9O getting aggressive and finding a trade there. Dots is in on the action as well.
It has created a little bit of room for J9O to work his way through sight, but equally on the side of lost 1, why would you try and get too aggressive?
I said his engagement would be coming. He doesn't manage to win it. And there's also J9O. Nitro comes out from Shuttle underneath, but does get shot down. But they've also not hard-breached anything, Des, and I explained earlier why that's a problem on this site, because they're going to have to come in through single doors, as it was.
Well, they're into a good spot here, it feels, actually, to hit site. Although they can't really look forward towards daycare, Bunk is an option until Spiff shuts one down, and now they're forced into gunfights. Doubling up for a little bit of a trade. There's one on the ground. What an absolute rat. Down goes J9O, 2v3 for lost 1 with 15 seconds to play. Make it a 1v3. Great hold by Spiff, especially in this round. It looks like this is it for lost 1. Rise is going to try and make a plan happen, but this one is pretty much done. They've ran the clock down here. They've forced him into uncomfortable situations, and they'll get the shutdown. Great round by Astralis. Try and keep a couple of players at bay. Dash is having a little bit of a dance-off here and gets jumped out on by
nice.
Man, that guy's got some big gonads.
A little bit of a problem here. Lobin has just walked on into sight. Gets himself an absolute freebie and certainly leaves Astralis saying, guys, there's one inside.
The problem is support line a little bit cut off there. No one else can back him up, and Forest proves that point. Taking down Lobin without so much as a whisper. Dots finds one, instantly traded out by Shuttle, mind you. Is this constant back and forth between these two teams. Maya's dead from the hatch. Forest into another.
Right, come on, last one, don't let me down here. That's a beautiful kill from Jane. I know I've been calling for the longest time for a team to open 2 walls properly into this site. Let's see if it pays dividends and if they can get the win. Spiff is going to absolutely slam Dash. I think they're aware of his location now. Lobin moving in, he's pre-firing. J9 knows he's coming. There is going to be the flash there, and bada bing, he finds his kill. 3v2, pressure coming in from those breaches. If there's one at the bottom yellow, this could spell big trouble. There isn't though, and there is the kills coming in from Astralis, and even with those multiple breaches, it might not be possible.
You got to go fast on this one. He knows he's tucked inside the corner, gets his legs as well because Shuttle clearly can't see because of the soft wall that is still intact.
This is a little bit of a wasted utility, you feel, from Lost One, and the kills do start to come in. Forest and Shuttle getting 2, leveled up by Lobin and leaving us now in a 3v3.
He's managed to work his way in on a bit of a flank there as well. And here we go, the push comes in from the side, and Rise who managed to get himself inside of the break room, taken down as well. Lobin still looking to move, goes for the naughty little shot coming out there with the bearing, but can't quite connect. Dash finds another. It's down to a 1 versus 2.
Looking, found himself a couple of frags. He's going to be in a successful 1v3. Should he win? That's 1, 2. Can he get the third? He sees him. What? Yes, he reacts. How did the Rock not know that he was there as he was stood right next to him? J9 just going to dump out an impact nade there. Does a good chunk of damage to the Monty, and a beautiful kill onto Maya. They just needed to render the Monty ineffective, and that's exactly what they've done.
No, he's been given away by the Malusi Banshee, and that's exactly why the gadget exists. But 2 versus 5, I think it's fair to say, Tim, this Monty attack has not gone the way they would have wanted.
No, certainly not. It's, as I say, J9 largely ignored the Monty. It was ineffective. He was able to find his kill around the back. Forest is going to find the kill to finally finish him off. That's the shield gone, and it's all up to Rise in a 1v4. He's going to come around this corner looking for it, but surely there's somebody watching. He knows that there's somebody around that bomb chassis. They've given that away a little bit free, Astralis. Nobody else there ready to challenge as Forest goes down, but with time ticking away, very unlikely that Rise is able to find anything else here. I think he's going to switch over to the pistol, but no, Shuttle finds it, and we're going to overtime. And he's just going to cautiously move his way across and see if he can find himself a little peek. Rise manages to get a nade kill, lobbing onto Iconic. This is not looking good for Astralis at the start of overtime. Spiff manages to do some damage, but the diffuser's going down here. Dots is going to look to get that plant. Forest manages to find 1. Forest finds 2. Rise will get the kill onto Spiff. It's now all up to Forest. He's going to need an ace here, Des.
And he's down to 25 HP. It's just likely not to happen, is it?
They can just sit and watch single doors, 1 each, and wait.
Oh, there we go.
Can't leave yourself that close to the door. The Solus is going to be down there. It's Lobin. He's not going to be collected, I wouldn't imagine. Dots manages to step out and get a big kill onto Spiff, though. That is certainly not ideal. Maya on the warden, perfectly placed. Can see through the smoke. 30 seconds left to go. It's going to be a very easy pickup. Look at that. Taken out, and it's all up to Iconic.
Comes down to this one final 1v1 that Maya connects, and Lost One take the first map of Theme Park, but Tim, it did take all the way to overtime.
They've only got 2 nades, so it's unlikely they're going to be keeping them for specific purpose, I would imagine. Okay. What a start. Just stood completely in the open. How's that for confidence? Like you say, you just don't expect that sort of situation. But Iconic did manage to get Dash along the way. Shuttle is going to be down. Can likely be collected.
Oh, boy.
Need to be careful.
Oh, no. Go.
Lobin knows that he wants this. He's going to be challenged from the top, and he says it's completely free as well.
They've got information and utility still to set playing behind here. Nade still being worked in from below. Maya drops a donk on him. Good night, Iconic. And turns out actually getting them back on the feet, maybe not worth it. They've been taken out pretty quick. Forest, the last one left alive in a 1 versus 4. Lost One with a very, very powerful start in round 1. Hopefully not going to see a recreation of the Koi game here at Burn over the top. They don't know. and he's not getting tickled out by. In fact, Eli Rise is going down low, but has found one. Can't turn it into a second. 2 kills coming in for Astralis, and they've got site control. Diffuser back in hand, a plant coming down. What can the last 2 members of Lost One do to recover what looks like a dire situation?
I feel like this is going to be a fairly easy plant, should Shuttle choose to go ahead with it. We've got Lobin just fighting tooth and nail here on the pistol. He goes back to the TCG, manages to find his man. A couple of kills come in.
It looks to be an Astralis round. They've got great site setups here. Good angles set up, and there we go. Spiff wins the first one. It's down to Lobin. He's got no HP on side. C4's in hand, but Spiff wins the second one. Astralis take the round.
And it looks like he's going to look to get into Armory very quickly, and he's being joined by J9O. Yep, there he goes, straight in, takes a lot of damage. It's not looking great. 2 kills come in. Rise and Maya, what a defense of the top floor, but as you say, they are not planting anymore, Des. Lobin moves in and takes Shuttle down, and in absolute quick time. Maya's actually just dipped behind the wall for the time being. Needs to be careful because Spiff has got the angle and is hitting shots so far tonight. There you go. It's another one with a beautiful headshot to take down Maya, but Iconic is going to be down, going to be out. Lobin with a double, Spiff with a double, answering back, a triple in the round. Time is ticking by. Rise and Dots just holding their positions, covering each other's sort of opposite angles, if you will. Forest is looking to move into Archives now, but Spiff's going to be downed, and there's the final kill onto Archives door.
So it's going to be a big thing for Astralis, I think, to keep that at least up somewhat, though it is really hard to find a way back in when you are consistently losing rounds and struggling to find an answer to get through.
Rise is going to get caught out there, nice and easy. Forest goes in and gets a good entry.
And both of them scatter towards the high winds. He doesn't know about the man inside of office. In fact, he's just dropped down, so won't have the chance. And I think at this point, Forest knows as well. Looking for the gunfight, but will Forest win it out? Some gunshots coming back the other way, but both of them walking away in one piece. Maya finding one more. 4v3, 4v2.
Looking better for Astralis as they manage to get a good few kills on the board, and they've got the opportunity to put the diffuser down. Shuttle goes into sight and is likely to start doing so soon.
Shots.
There it is. Seconds ticking by. Forest slams dash, and that is going to leave Shuttle now. Oh no, he comes off the diffuser. I think he just hears Maya approaching. Gets his rifle in his hand. Gets a little bit more success there. Lobin going to be going up to this door aggressively. He's going to get found out though. J9O manages to find a kill and lost one. Just seem to have lost the momentum.
Here comes a new challenger.
Seem to have lost their groove here. Out he comes, but J9O's having absolutely none of it. Going to shut down Maya on the run out. You know, unlikely for Lost One, but they can only get 1 kill at a time.
And that's going to try and get a multi-kill, which doesn't really seem possible anymore. Forest, again, the player that we started talking about, has had a good round here. Gets his team very much in it alongside J9O with his 2 kills out on the south balcony. Literally nothing else we found for Lost One there. Generally, it does indicate that someone wants to push in through that area of the map. That's why they're droning it out to make sure it's safe first. So you can get far more information than there is a drone here. We should do something about that.
Forest absolutely getting away with the drop there, right in front of the man at main door. Still manages to find the kill. J9O onto Maya. We have the cap traps activated as well. Forest managing to pick that one up. Dash with 1 for Lost One.
And the diffuser's down as well with the player sat on top of it, so there's not too much that you can do. I think for a second they were looking at trying to push their way into office, but there's more than that to worry about. There's still a player inside of CC, for example, or hanging around 90. Oh, you must be joking.
I mean, that's far from ideal. Realistically, Astralis are going to be going on 2-4-3 and getting themselves an advantage on the defense.
Cozy round coming out there as well. So really here you want to see probably at least one of the next 2 rounds go in the way of Lost One to keep up pace with what we had before. But here we go with the direct in towards site push through, trying to find anyone that they can, and there is no one yet to be found. Dash is about to get blindsided to the left though. Oh my god, he wins the fight against Shuttle. Plants going down though, Candelas have done their job. They've got full control of site, Tim. No one's home.
Sometimes you just got to throw a rush at it, Des, and see if it sticks, and that one really has. 4 versus 2 as the kills start raining in now towards the end of this activated diffuser phase, but there is minimal time here. Candela goes out, making it even more difficult. Iconic though, he's going to give it a little tweak, but it won't be enough as the upside down rappel is in position.
Nades rolling on through, bounces off the wrong way, almost a bit of a team kill there I thought for a second, and Dash is going to find himself grilled through the floor by Iconic.
Dots it is who manages to get in and get a kill onto Spiff, and that's going to just really help to get an opportunity to get the diffuser down here. Dots, as you say, just in a bit of a safe space here.
What are you doing?
Iconic able to get in and get the kill, get a second through the floor. Iconic's having a big round. Rise stepping in, shut down, and that's going to be Astralis taking the round and going 5-4.
In comes the EE1D. Normally with the juice incoming from the Vinker, it means a move forward is being made, and there's one. J90 finds one, a second for Forest, but there's little kills coming back and forth left and right. Mainly in the favour of Astralis, though. They're now in a 4 versus 2, a 4 versus 1. Astralis have really worn into things here and moved themselves up to match points.
Becoming the exact same with Lost One. You know, win or lose, it is entertainment. Now, we're going to have a win there as Maya comes through and manages to get a double onto Iconic and J90. That is an absolutely fantastic spearhead push coming in. Dots, Lobin getting in on the action. That attack timeout's worked, Des.
And now Shuttle's left alone against all 5, and this feels like a flawless round in the making here, as he's not quite sure what his left from his right is. Here comes one, but there's also others coming down east stairs at the same time. Gets pushed in from 2 spots. What a beautiful round. They're ignoring the top floor. I'm a little bit nervous here for Astralis that they might get themselves blindsided if they're not careful. They've got rid of Rise, but 2 of them have completely ignored them. They're rushing the sights in. They said, forget about your east stairs hold. We're coming in. Maya finds one. Dash a second. They found 3 kills on the site. Lost One might have just forced us through to overtime here as we go into a 3 versus 2. Astralis for the second time this half caught asleep with their pants around their ankles, and they've got to try and scrap their way back into this.
Dots manages to successfully get that diffuser down on the ground, but here comes the retake. Spiff has had a fantastic day so far. He's going to have to go big. He finds his second. There is only Dash left. Currently stood inside of the smoke. He's going to have to relocate here, and this is becoming a real dogfight. And there's the final kill. Spiff is going to be able to disable the diffuser, and Astralis will take border, and passions are running high in the server, Des. Lobin, he's going to make a choice. He's going to take a choice to take Forest out of the round. J90 manages to find Maya, Dots onto Iconic, and this is going backwards and forwards. J90 is the hero for Astralis at the minute with a double. Shuttle gets in on the action, though, taking down Rise, and that leaves us now in a 1 versus 3. Shuttle with the second on the round, and Spiff it is to finish things off. Get an angle in there, and he's just afraid of the top of the stairs. Shuttle does find Maya. J90 slays from far away with the AK, but Iconic is going to take Spiff down, and that could be the round. It's 3 versus 2 now for Lost One, and make that 2 versus 1 as kills continue to rain.
Going to round himself here in towards Logi, looking down towards construction, takes a couple of shots, going to move himself away. No swing coming in from Lost One, playing this so patiently, bringing a shot out and just reminding him you have not got a chance in hell. Finds one, is going to try and stick this diffuser. Down comes Rise as well to close things out, and J90 should not be able to get this finished out. There we go, Lost One taking round 2.
Iconic just looking to dump nades.
Great idea.
So close. The ADS had been disabled.
Oh, the drop, the drop.
Going to be coming in through Moto. Spiff maybe finding one. Can't quite find his shots onto Maya. That's unfortunate. On a different day, that goes a different way. Dots manages to find Spiff. Iconic onto Maya. Now in a 4 versus 3 in favour of Lost One. But here come Astralis.
You see the power of those Kiva barricades coming through there, keeping them both alive on site. Lobin down to the ground like an absolute rat. Gets himself to Rise for the close.
You've got Azami to help Garage Catwalk, and then you've got Solis who can play underneath for denial. You know, so I think that has really helped. We're going to have the opener coming out. Rise is going to be taken down in a quick trade. It's the Capitao that's gone, so that's a big loss of utility. We've got the Wamai still holding on to Garage. That is something for Lost One at least, but J90 is stood inside of sight and just cutting down everybody. 1 versus 3, and Dots is up against it with 1:10 to go.
A lot of work to do here. One coming inside our construction site taken down. There's a second one there that Dots was not aware of. Where's he going to come from? Towards the right, towards the left. Super Shorty, not really the gun you want for this. Changed at the wrong time, but doesn't go down for it. Gets pushed on both sides. Astralis with a fantastic pinch.
Spiff heading up red stairs. This is what I wanted to see. On the knock, but he's going to get smashed from Garage to begin with. But look at that. Just moves through and absolutely removes Dots from the game. Lobin Maya also taken down along the way. Forest is planting. Great attack from Astralis. Flawless round. Spiff has got himself inside a Moto. Iconic is the worst one they could have lost. He was the only one on full health. They've now got 2 very low HP. Terrible timing. Out comes the toxic babe canister though, but it's Rise who manages to find Spiff, who was quite rightly running away from the gas.
It is quite painful to see it coming down to this on such an important map, but his team has still held him in there. And to be fair, when he hasn't been the entry death, he has really had quite an impact in the game, so it's about staying alive longer. Lobin pushing down main stairs here. They don't know who's coming in behind by the looks of it. Will catch himself a freebie here onto J90, who's looking completely the wrong way. Splash is coming in, hop straight over and looking for the kill, but again, some good team play coming out of Lost One. The two players stacking up together to bring down yet another member. It's a 5v2. What a start to the attacking half for Lost One. Now looking to hunt down these last two. There we go, Lovin finding one, just waiting for Iconic to appear. Sure enough, down he goes.
I feel like if Iconic, a lot of utility being piled in there, and still Spiff is stood tall inside of blue, going absolutely nowhere. Going to be shut down by Dots though, as he manages to find the angle. J9O is following in to try and replace the man, but the Candela is going to force him back. Great shot to take it out though. Dots manages to find Shuttle, and it's all falling apart for Astralis right now. The diffuser goes down, but it's not going to matter, as we find ourselves 4v1, 4v none.
Or it pulls you back within one. It comes back within touching distance of keeping up with the team you're against. What a shot from Forest. I mean,
the Gemini decoy just to see what's going on this top floor. Going to be going in. Will run out of juice. J9O manages to take down. And
Forest!
Look at this. It's been transformatory for Forest as he manages to get himself a second.
He's killed two people. He's basically won the round for his team. J9O also putting on an assist here, giving them 2 rounds back. They're already thinking a little bit about that next round. Do they know the bar on stage may well be the site that's waiting for them, though?
Manages to get one, but they know exactly where he's coming from. It's going to be Spiff that is the unfortunate victim there, but Lobin, he's going to have to continue pushing in. He's got smoke canisters to go through. He's low health, and it's unlikely that he finds any more. 7 seconds left to go. He's just going to watch this one tick by, I would imagine. He's had his little bit of stat padding. He's had his extra kill, and that's going to be the round, and Astralis bring it back to 4-5. That is, I think, what Dots was particularly concerned about, because he is on his own here. He's not really got any support, but look at what's happened inside of the breach. Everybody's rushed in. Maya gets kills. Dots clears out the garage catwalk. It's working for Lost One. They're going to get that diffuser down. It's a 1 versus 4 as Iconic tries to make his way back towards site. He's coming up through Master, but Dash is watching. Dash is going to get himself taken out, but now they know where he's coming from.
Starting a diffuse bait, sees the Monty as well, goes for the kill, but can't quite find him. It's going to be from Catwalk. Iconic at least saying right now it shouldn't be Lost One, as Maya's the first to go down, almost being traded out, and Dash taking a spray through, trying to see what he can do. Pistol out in hand, grenade also here as well, getting swung on as Iconic gets a second kill. What a great start to the round from him.
That is absolutely unreal from Iconic there. Low health, managing to get absolutely maximum yardage out of his life. Astralis have still got that top floor locked down. It's going to be very difficult for Lost One to do anything. They know where the plant's coming in because they've got a Solis, but are they going to be able to stop it? He can't quite see him. There he goes, just gets the angle.
We're on a peek on towards the catwalk as well, right idea, because J9O is there waiting and ready to be the initial entry point for these players. They're greeting.
Big battle, this.
I say, surely don't try and vault over here and go for a fight. No, getting pushed in, though, and here we go. Maya's gone down. It will be a trade coming through, but it still stings to lose Rihanna.
We often see last-minute pushers coming in here. Now then, Dots manages to find Forest. Takes a lot of damage along the way, but it gives an advantage to Lost One. 30 seconds left to go, and in Church and Arsenal times, that is a long time.
The thing is, I was going to say 4v3 is far from a massive advantage. Iconic gets one back, but instantly responded to by Dash, who pulls it to 3v2. 15 seconds to go, and Astralis have got themselves geared up towards the east side of things here as well, just waiting to see where Lost One come in. They're pushing forward. Dash is in and looking for kills. They found one as well. Just one left remaining. Iconic finds one. Can't find the next. Lost One will take the win. They give themselves a golden chance against Oxygen to fight for first place tomorrow.
What a game we've just seen between these two.